Welcome back to my YouTube channel WC Coins World. Today we are going to take a deep and very long journey into the history of the 1975 5-cent coin, also known as the Jefferson nickel. This coin is one of the most recognizable pieces of American coinage, and in this video we will explore every aspect of its history, design, minting, background, and significance. The Jefferson nickel was first introduced in 1938 when it replaced the Buffalo nickel, which had been in circulation since 1913. After 25 years, the law allowed a new design, and a competition was held by the United States Mint to select a fresh image that would honor one of the great figures in American history. The winning design was submitted by Felix Schlag, a German-born American sculptor who portrayed Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and Jefferson's Virginia home Monticello on the reverse. This design would remain in use for decades, becoming one of the longest-running coin designs in United States history. Thomas Jefferson was chosen not only because he was the third president of the United States, but also because he was the principal author of the Declaration of Independence. He was a statesman, a philosopher, and a man who shaped the very identity of the young nation. On the obverse of the coin, Jefferson is shown facing left with the words "In God we trust" on the left, liberty, and the date on the right. And on the reverse, Monticello is depicted with the inscriptions E pluribus unum Monticello 5 cents, United States of America, and the mint mark placed to the right of the building. By the time we arrive at the year 1975, the Jefferson nickel had already been circulating for nearly 40 years, and it had become a symbol of stability in American coinage. While other denominations, like the quarter and the dollar, were preparing for special bicentennial designs in 1976, the nickel kept its traditional look. In 1975, the coin was minted at three significant locations: the Philadelphia Mint, the Denver Mint, and the San Francisco Mint. Each of these mints played a unique and essential role in producing the Jefferson nickel for that particular year. The Philadelphia Mint struck coins in very large numbers for circulation, and these coins carried no mint mark, which was the tradition at that time for Philadelphia issues. The lack of a mint mark makes these coins easy to identify today. The Denver Mint produced coins with the D mint mark, and these coins were also struck for general circulation. They were used widely across the United States in everyday transactions, from vending machines to grocery stores to transportation systems. The San Francisco Mint was responsible for making proof coins with the S mint mark. Proof coins were not released into circulation, but were sold directly to collectors. In proof sets, they were made with highly polished dies and struck multiple times to create sharp, detailed images with mirror-like fields. The 1975 Jefferson nickel continued to use the standard composition of 75% copper and 25% nickel. This copper-nickel blend gave the coin a silvery gray appearance that was durable and resistant to wear, making it ideal for long-term circulation. The coin weighed exactly 5 grams, had a diameter of 21.2 millimeters, and featured a plain edge. These specifications had remained unchanged since 1938, and they helped to make the nickel easily recognizable by touch and sight. In 1975, the United States was experiencing a period of inflation and economic challenges, which meant that coinage was more important than ever. Millions of these nickels passed through the hands of ordinary Americans each day as they bought goods, paid for transportation, and conducted small transactions. From a collector's perspective, the 1975 Jefferson nickel presents interesting challenges. Coins of this era often show weak strikes, especially on Jefferson's hair and on the steps of Monticello. Collectors who seek coins with full steps on Monticello know that these are rare and highly prized because they show that the coin was struck with perfect precision. Full steps nickels are considered a special variety because the lines on the steps of Monticello are usually worn down or poorly struck in normal minting conditions. A 1975 nickel with full steps in mint state condition can be far more valuable than an ordinary example. The San Francisco proof coins of 1975 are also very popular among collectors. These coins were made with frosted details and mirrored backgrounds. In some cases, they display deep cameo contrast where the design elements appear almost three-dimensional against the reflective fields. Proof coins were sold directly to collectors in proof sets and were never meant for circulation, which is why they often survive in excellent condition today. However, finding a perfect deep cameo proof can still be challenging, and such coins are graded and certified by professional grading companies. For added value, the design of the Jefferson nickel remained unchanged from its introduction in 1938 through 2003, aside from minor adjustments. This means that the 1975 issue belongs to the classic, original design type that many collectors seek to complete in full date and mint mark sets. Some collectors focus specifically on building a complete set of Jefferson nickels from 1938 to the present, including all dates and mint marks. The 1975 nickel is an essential part of such a collection, and while it is common in circulated grades, it becomes scarcer in gem uncirculated and proof deep cameo conditions. Mint errors are another area of interest for the 1975 nickel. Just like other coins from the 1970s, error coins exist that include off-center strikes, double strikes, clipped planchets, die breaks, and other unusual features. These error nickels are collected both for their rarity and for the glimpse they provide into the minting process. The Jefferson nickel has a unique place in American coinage because it is one of the few coins that has continuously honored the same president for such a long time. While other coins like the Lincoln cent also feature a president, the Jefferson nickel stands out for its combination of portrait and architecture. The building Monticello on the reverse is not just any building, it is Jefferson's own home, which he designed himself. It represents his love of architecture, his scientific mind, and his vision of beauty and balance. It also connects the coin to Jefferson's personal legacy in Virginia. By 1975, the Jefferson nickel had become a part of American culture. Children learned about Jefferson by handling the coin. People carried it daily, and coin collectors recognized it as one of the easiest ways to begin a hobby in numismatics because nickels were affordable and accessible to everyone. The Jefferson nickel series also reminds us of the wartime years from 1942 to 1945, when the composition was changed to include silver because nickel was needed for the war effort. Although the 1975 nickel had the regular copper nickel alloy, its place in the long history of the series keeps it connected to that important chapter. Many 1975 nickels today survive in circulated grades, showing heavy wear from use in commerce. These coins are easy to find, but they do not carry high collector value. The real challenge is finding examples in high mint state grades with sharp detail, bright luster, and no signs of handling. Professional grading services like PCGS and NGC certify and grade Jefferson nickels from 1975, and collectors seek out coins with grades like MS65 or MS66, especially if the coin has full steps. The full steps designation can transform an ordinary coin into a highly valuable numismatic prize. The proof coins of 1975, graded PR69 or PR70 deep cameo, are also highly desirable among collectors, and these coins demonstrate the incredible craftsmanship of the San Francisco Mint during that period. The Jefferson nickel series continued without major change until 2004, when the Westward Journey nickels were introduced to honor the bicentennial of the Lewis and Clark expedition, and in 2006, a new forward-facing portrait of Jefferson was introduced, but the 1975 coin remains part of the classic long-running design. For historians, the 1975 nickel is also a significant reminder of the mid-1970s in American history, a time characterized by dramatic social, political, and economic changes. Coins such as this one were actively handled by people in essential events, such as the complex aftermath of the Vietnam War, the notorious Watergate scandal, and the nation's comprehensive preparations for the bicentennial celebrations. The Jefferson nickel therefore connects to both the past and the present, carrying with it the story of Thomas Jefferson, the skill of Felix Schlag, the work of the U.S. Mint and the lives of millions of Americans who used the coin in their daily routines. For young collectors, the 1975 nickel remains a common and affordable coin that can be found in change or purchased at low cost, but it also teaches important lessons about grading. Mint marks proof coins and varieties, which makes it a great educational tool in the world of numismatics. Some collectors build specialized collections of Jefferson nickels with an emphasis on full steps. Varieties, others focus on proof sets and cameo designations, while others search for mint errors. Each collector finds their own way to connect with this fascinating series, and the 1975 issue plays a role in all of those approaches. The Jefferson nickel has been referred to as a workhorse of American coinage due to its remarkable durability, usefulness, and its extended service life, which has led to millions of these coins being circulated in 1975. Despite this, today, they continue to captivate attention from both collectors and enthusiasts, as well as everyday people who are simply drawn to discover them in their pocket change. The beauty of coin collecting is that it enables enthusiasts to discover a wealth of historical, design, and national identity details about even a seemingly ordinary coin such as the 1975 Jefferson nickel. From the intricate details of Jefferson's portrait to the distinctive architecture of Monticello, every aspect of the coin tells a captivating story of its own. So, the 1975 Jefferson nickel remains a significant and vital part of the United States coinage heritage. It truly represents the core ideals of Jefferson, embodying his vision and artistic prowess. Additionally, the exquisite craftsmanship of Schlag contributes to the beauty and uniqueness of this piece. The traditions of the United States Mint, along with the daily lives of millions of Americans, are deeply rooted in this small but immensely rich history. Thank you for watching WC Coins World. I hope you enjoyed this deep journey into the history of the 1975 Jefferson nickel. If you love learning about coins and their stories, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share it with other collectors. Stay tuned for many more long and detailed explorations of rare, historic, and collectible coins right here on WC Coins World.